This is an installation tutorial for the Skillard S30 front bumper deletes. These front bumper deletes are 050 aluminum, just an affordable alternative for covering up this section of the car if you decide to take your front bumper off. The 280 and the 260s have the bulkier bumpers, and it's pretty common to want to remove those. This has 4 PIM studs in the back. They're M5, which comes included with the M5 nylock nut as well as a fender washer. And so this car here we're installing this on has the Type 1 air dam, and so we fitted the air dam up and got it where we wanted to and drilled the holes in the fiberglass air dam. This is a 78 280Z, so it already had the 1, 2, 3, 4 holes, so we didn't have to drill any others. But if you get into the earlier Z's, some of the earlier 280s and 260s had this hole right here in the headlight bucket, but not in the factory valance, if you were to use the factory valance instead of the Type 1 air dam. Also, if you get into the earlier 240s, it doesn't have this at all. So in order to utilize this PIM to secure it, you will have to drill a hole in the headlight bucket. If you are using this with the factory valance, here's just a beat up factory valance from the driver's side. And so one of the things you will need to do in order to get this to work is there's a floating nut that is here and here. You can see we already cut it off on this. It had the bracket that held it and the floating nut inside. So you will have to take those off. And once you take those off, then the bumper delete will slide in and you'll attach the hardware from the back side. So when you get your bumper delete, it is labeled. On the back it'll say driver and passenger, but in case you need to see it, there is an orientation that's correct. So this is the driver's side, and when we go to install it, you have the smaller side is toward the rear of the car, and then it needs to curve down. So that way when it goes around this radius, it actually lines up the way it's supposed to. So the first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to line it up on the back side. Then you're going to take your hardware that's included and you're going to reach around and you're going to hand tighten it, and you're going to pull this all the way around to the front, one stud at a time, and just get it hand tight like so. Okay, so I just went and finger tightened all of these down so you can see it's just sitting on there. It's still loose. And so you will have some flexibility in how you set this, because the holes that are in the headlight buckets are larger than the diameter of the PIMs. So if you have some variation, you can see here I can adjust this within that hole opening to get the desired fitment that I want around here. And so when I go to tighten this, generally I'm going to start either in the front and work to the back, or the back and work to the front. So I'll be able to get this adjusted the way that I want it to, and then I'll tighten it around. So I'm going to get started here. It's a 5/16 socket. If you don't have a 5/16, an 8mm will work. But so I'm going to get this adjusted and tightened up. Okay, so here we have it all the way installed. So I've got the hardware tightened up on the back side. You want to make sure that when you're installing the hardware on the back, that you don't over tighten, because it could fish out of the face. This one that we have installed here is a raw aluminum, so that way the buyer can have it color matched to match their car if they wanted to, or if you wanted it black like this one, they're also available powder coated black. These are available from Skillard.com.